Hey, this is Paul Wandtke from Dead Original, and you're listening to the Brutally Delicious podcast.
Hey, you're listening to the Brutally Delicious podcast. I'm Bruce.
And I'm Chris. Yahoo!
Jesus Christ. Today we've got Dead Original Paul Wandtke. I'm hoping I'm probably butchering that. Many of our listeners here probably know him from Trivium. He's the drummer of Trivium as well. And we're going to go ahead and get him on the line and see where we end up. Hey, Paul, meet Chris, my partner. Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. How are you doing?
Good, man.
Right on.
Where are you at today? You in Chicago?
Yeah, I'm in Chicago.
Is that home base for you?
Yep.
So anyway, our listeners probably know you from Trivium as the guy behind the drums in Trivium. But tell us about the Dead Original.
It's a project I've been working on for years. I'm the front man for it and kind of like, the visionary for the music. And it's like tapping into old school sounds, just guitar, drums, and vocals, no backing tracks.
Interesting.
There's like a lot of bands out there using tracks. So,
oh yeah,
I don't think I've seen a show in the last 5 or 6 years without tracks.
yeah, exactly. And that's kind of like, I'm a big fan of the 90s, so I'm taking elements of that and using it for Dead Original. That's kind of how I came up with the name, It's like, man, all the greats are dying and shit,
Yeah.
right.
So it's kind of what it is, So
what is it like taking the step from being essentially hidden behind the drums to actually being, the center of attention out in front of the microphone?
It's different, man. I like it.
Yeah.
Now I know why Dave Grohl did it,
Right.
Nice.
But did you find it unnerving when you first got out there?
Well, it's more nerving about the business side of things, managing things, putting things together. That's the most stressful. It's like, dude, are they gonna show up? Are people gonna like this?
Right.
When you're the drummer, obviously there's drummers that are like assets to the band. Like there's Vinnie Paul Pantera. He was a visionary with Dimebag, or
Right.
Danny Carey from Tool. He propels the band. But if you're one of those drummers, which 90% of the time it is, where you sit back, and I was one of those guys, I would just be like, cool, man, I'm gonna drink some beer. When you guys are done with the song, I'm gonna go in and record.
Right.
So now it's like, well, I want to be that guy that writes the song. Say, here's the demo. Here, check it out. Let's play this live. That's more stressful, I think. Going on stage and just playing and singing, that to me, that's the best part, But it's the business side of things, It's like getting everything together. That's stressful.
Right.
Yeah, making sure everyone shows up on time. Suddenly you remember every single time you were late and why people were mad.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, now I'm like, man, should I go back to playing drums?
Right.
I know when I went from playing bass to singing, I was just like, fuck, I was an asshole. I'd show up late,
That's funny.
get wasted, whatever. But when you're taking charge and that happens, you're like, fuck, I got to deal with the manager. I got to deal with this. I got to deal with all this other shit.
Yeah, you gotta think before you speak, so you don't sound like a dick. It's like, well, could you play that part better? Because you suck. It's like, no, you gotta say like,
Yeah.
Think of the color red, man. I don't know. That's the stressful part. So
that's cool.
Do you find it difficult, like from playing massive festivals like Trivium played or any of the bands you've been in before, to now taking this into playing, I'm assuming, smaller, more intimate venues?
Oh yeah, dude. Well, number one, it just sucked in general. Like leaving that, it's like everything was like handed to me, and then I had to start over again.
Right.
Yeah. So actually, I launched 2 bands, and now I'm just focusing on Dead Original because it's just a 3-piece. and it's more exciting because it's like ignorance is bliss. You know, when it comes to playing drums, like I'm pretty methodical with it all. Right now, I'm just having fun, enjoying the writing process, and
right,
kind of leading the way for the band. Like, all right, guys, we're gonna play in this town. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You know.
So for people that haven't heard you, like I wanted to check you out today, but all your videos say not available in my country. So, I'm not sure why that is. So I couldn't check out the band. So how would you describe the band to me?
Oh, well, we could send you the music, man.
Oh,
Okay. So here's what happened. We were independent. We've supported like Caesar, Jonathan Davis 10 years, and then finally we landed like a management deal. So now we're with Dennis Sanders. He worked with Papa Roach.
Oh, cool.
And we're actually going to go on tour with Candlebox in November.
Oh, nice.
So we're like 90s-ish.
I love it.
But with modern, it's like some people are saying it's like Nirvana and Alice in Chains had a baby, but
nice.
but like we're tuned lower,
Yeah.
and production wise, it's like a hybrid. It's not totally overproduced like a lot of bands are, I don't think.
Well, that's good. And I see that you're calling it like the newer grunge or something. So that's kind of perfect what you're going for, right?
Well, I get messages from kids sometimes like, dude, you're going to bring back grunge. I'm like, I don't know. You know, my favorite grunge bands were offended by that term when it came out, but it's like, dude, it's like almost 2020. It's like, I'll ride that. I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
It's 30 years later. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's crazy.
It's insane. I was in high school when I first heard Nevermind, and it was like the loudest fucking cassette tape I'd ever purchased. I threw it in my truck. I was like, it just about blew up the speakers, because it was mastered so fucking loud. Now, when you take those old CDs or cassettes and you put them, it's just so quiet, comparatively speaking.
Yeah, everything's smashed. I've been studying because of songwriting stuff. I've been studying production, and it's like, the Nevermind album was at like -16 LUFS, and now it's Spotify's -14. But before LUFS standard, people were smashing it to like -8, -7.
Well, some of the EDM records are at -4. It's
crazy.
unbelievable. It's just smashed, and and you can hear it. It's crunchy.
Yeah.
I think
it works. It works for fake. It works with like fake drum sounds and whatever.
Yeah.
So are you the primary songwriter, or do you guys all write together, or how does that work out?
Right now it is, and I think the band's kind of weird about it because we're doing a release, and now we're re-releasing it. That's why those videos aren't working because we had to pull everything out because. We independently released it, and then like nothing really happened. So now we got Dennis, and I think we're doing it right this time. We're getting a radio guy, and we got a PR lady that I actually know from 10 years ago. Her name's Shauna O'Donnell.
Good friend of mine as well. I've been working with Shauna for 15 years.
Yeah, so it's cool, man.
That's awesome. Stuff. She's all right. Good people.
Yeah.
Do you have plans to take this out on the road?
Yeah, man, we're going on tour with Candlebox in November.
Nice. Oh, so that's like a worldwide tour. I mean, a statewide tour.
They're just Midwest dates, so kind of lucked out because probably no East Coast or West Coast band could go on tour in the Midwest randomly.
Yeah, absolutely.
So please enlighten me because I'm kind of new to the U.S. What is the Midwest?
Jesus.
It's between the East and West.
But why do they call it the Midwest? That's what I don't understand. So
I don't know, man. Shit.
I'm sorry, Paul. He's challenged.
So I am challenged. I moved here from Canada about 1.5 years ago, so I'm still learning.
It's all good.
The U.S.
It's all good, man. I'm on Wikipedia now. The Midwestern United States also is one of the 4 regions. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I don't know why it's called Midwest. It should be called Middle, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway,
why not Mid-East?
Mid East West.
Maybe they thought they were being clever when they said, well, West and East, they both end in ST. So if we say West, we're combining
Yeah.
West and East. I don't fucking know. I'm fucking rambling now.
Sorry, we're digressing.
Yeah, it's cool. That's cool, man. Yep. But for the project, yeah, I have plans to go on tour with it. Obviously, we are in November. It's easy to it's just, it's a brand new band. It's just 3 guys. I think it's easier to put a band together, 3 dudes, than it is like 5 people or something.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
God, yeah.
So that's why I just kind of put my other band on a waiting list.
Yeah.
Shoot, I just lost my train of thought. So you said it's unsigned at the moment. Are you guys shopping a deal or?
Dennis might be doing stuff, but right now we're just rolling out independent, so it's cool. I mean, we're gonna go on tour Candlebox. I mean,
Yeah, you can't beat that.
What do you need a record deal for if that's what's happening?
I guess so.
Labels are dying, man.
Yeah, you are 100% right.
I can just go get a loan,
Right.
I'm doing it right now. I'm gonna go buy a van with a loan I got. So who cares?
Yeah.
And you own your masters at the end of the day.
Yeah, I own the masters. I own the trademark. That was just a couple $100. I didn't even get a lawyer. I just Googled all this shit.
Isn't
That's
Google
beautiful.
University amazing?
It's crazy.
Google University.
That's
I love
crazy, man.
Yeah, I'm learning C++ right now through Google University. It's mind numbing.
That's funny.
Yeah, it is.
Chris,
Yo,
what? Got anything?
Oh, are you? Sorry, sometimes we get a little off the rails here.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Are you playing and singing, or are you playing guitar and singing at the same time, or?
Yeah, I play guitar and sing, man.
Okay, and who's playing bass for you?
His name's Sean McCole, and he's a good songwriter himself. He's writing like these pop tunes. Pretty funny. He actually asked if we could play one of them live. I'm like, dude, this is against what we're doing.
Right.
No, like we've written about 3 songs together, so maybe like the next album, probably do stuff together. But right now, it's like I wrote it all, I tracked it all. I just had a couple of professional mixers mix the music. So
did you track it at your house or?
No, I got a studio in the city.
Okay.
So.
Now, is it your studio?
Yeah.
Oh, really? What are you running
Yeah.
in there? You got Pro Tools in there or Logic, Cubase? What are you running?
I use Logic.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. It's not like $1 million studio, man. It's got a PreSonus board.
Oh, that's cool.
Personas is cool.
Yeah. I mean, I mix in here every day. I love it. It's treated well, but it's not. It's nothing fancy.
Yeah.
But it works like a charm.
I think with the way things are being mixed these days, you can get away with that. I talked to Dennis, and I was like, "Hey, dude, what did Papa Roach spend?" Because I spent about maybe $20,000 for this album, and he's like, "Oh, I spent like $400,000 to make."
Wow, that's like old school stuff.
Yeah, it's a long time ago, man.
That was back when you had to record a tape. And then fly into Pro Tools for editing.
Yeah.
Oh, no thanks.
That's when record companies had budgets.
Mm-hmm.
And the band actually had to rehearse and do prep work together.
The fucking travesty of pre-production. Jesus.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Pre-production now just turns into final masters.
Yeah.
How are you finding fans of Trivium? Are they taking to this, or is it a separate fan base?
This is it's separate fan base, and it's kind of dwindling away. I only played with them for about a couple of years, so
right.
Yeah.
It's this is what it is. I just kind of use it as a stamp to get into other things. I think it's helped Dead Original get into, obviously get on a tour or any other shows we've done.
Nice. I can't wait to hear the tunes. I'm I'm a huge '90s grunge fan.
That's right up your
I
alley.
hear this, man.
Mm-hmm.
I have a Pandora playlist or a Pandora radio station, like alternative '90s, and it's always on. I love it.
Nice, man.
So after Candlebox, you guys got anything else planned, or are you still it's still in the works?
We're still in the works, man. So,
But you're hoping to take this out to the masses.
yeah, man. I'm excited.
Excellent.
So,
What on the side, you keep pretty busy with your endorsements and a whole bunch of other things as well, right?
yeah.
I mean, this is not the only thing you've got going on. You've got all kinds of side projects, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, with like my studio, I got a couple bands right now having me do drum tracks for them.
Oh, sweet.
Cool.
So you're
Yeah.
like a musician. I mean, a musician. You're actually a studio musician as well. I didn't mean a musician. Sorry.
Yeah, well, most of them are kind of like Trivium fans, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we play drums on my track, and then they send you the track over, and you cut the drums to it.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I also got a Nirvana. I don't know if you can just leave this out the interview. That'd be fine. I got a Nirvana tribute that goes around. We do like fly-in weekend stuff.
Cool.
So, yeah, we've been to Alaska like 3 times. It's pretty funny.
Really?
Yeah. It's crazy, dude.
They fly you to Alaska?
Yeah, well, this promoter that I got friends with was a huge Nirvana fan, so she hired us like 3 times.
Cool.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
That is cool.
And are you fronting that band as well?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That's what's kind of helped, I think, my overall songwriting and stage show, because I got experience. I've been doing it for the past 5 years. I was doing while I was in Trivium, man.
Oh, you were doing this side project while you were in Trivium?
Yeah, it's called Smells Like Nirvana.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. And yeah, man, it's kind of like giving me the tenacity to like maybe I could do this, you know. So cool.
Awesome.
Now I want to hear it even more.
Nice. It's gonna be right up your alley, Chris. I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Chris, you have anything else?
I don't, man. I really appreciate you taking the time, and I can't wait to hear the tunes, man. Really
All right,
Appreciate
you,
it. Good luck with the tour, and good luck with the record, and we'll speak with you soon, man.
Hopefully we'll see you out in the
Take
Virginia
care.
area soon.
Yeah, sounds great.
All right.
All right. See you, man.
Later.
Bye.
Hello out there. Yes, hello out there, everyone. I'm Hal Schwartz.
And I'm Flynn McLean. Together we host None But the Brave, a podcast dedicated to the music and career of Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce and E Street Band are on tour right now for the first time in 6 years, and we're taking a detailed look at what's happening on stage in our bi-weekly episodes.
We've also been recently joined by some very exciting guests, including rock journalist Warren Zanes and Stephen Hayden, Backstreet's Magazine founder Charles Cross, and Barstool's Kirk Minahan.
If you're a diehard Springsteen fan, this is the show for you.
So please subscribe to None But the Brave on your favorite podcasting platform, and we hope to see you further on up the road.
Thank you so much. We'll be seeing you.